Good morning, everyone. Today, we're going to tackle a common and frustrating problem in the coatings industry: sedimentation of aluminum pigment in electrophoretic coatings. We'll explore the root causes behind this issue and, more importantly, discuss practical solutions to achieve a stable, high-quality finish. Here's our roadmap for today. We'll start by clearly defining the problem. Then, we'll dive deep into the 6 core technical reasons why sedimentation occurs. After that, we'll shift our focus to solutions, discussing a holistic approach to system stabilization. Finally, we'll wrap up with key takeaways and a conclusion. I am sure many of you have experienced this. You develop a fantastic formula, apply it, and get a beautiful finish. But then, after some time in storage, or during production runs, the aluminum pigment settles out. As you can see in this image, this causes all sorts of problems: color inconsistency, a streaky finish, and ultimately, expensive defects. The big question is, why is this happening? Let's start with a quick refresher on coating. It's a highly efficient, water-based process where parts are submerged in a paint bath, and an electric current is used to deposit the paint onto the surface. It's great for corrosion resistance, but the challenge lies in keeping everything stable in that water-based bath, especially metallic pigments like aluminum. What makes aluminum pigment so special? It's not round like other pigments. It's shaped like tiny flat flakes. These flakes align to create that beautiful metallic shine. But this is a double-edged sword. Their flat shape and density make them inherently prone to settling in a water-based system, which is exactly what we're trying to prevent. The first reason is simple physics: gravity. Aluminum flakes are denser than the water they are suspended in. Without proper stabilization, they will eventually sink to the bottom, just like the sediment in this beaker. This leads to inconsistent color and a poor finish. The second reason is poor dispersion. The goal is to keep each aluminum flake separate, but if they clump together, forming what we call agglomerates, they become much heavier and sink much faster. This image clearly shows the difference between poor and good dispersion. Common causes include a bad dispersion process or using the wrong additives. Thirdly, we have the critical relationship between the pigment and the resin. E-coating is a complex mix of chemicals. If the resin can't properly interact with and stabilize the aluminum flake surface, the flakes lose their support and sink. The key here is using an aluminum pigment with a surface treatment that is compatible with the resin system. Fourth, we must consider the delicate chemical balance of the e-coating bath. Factors like pH and conductivity are crucial. Any upset in this balance can destabilize the entire system, affecting both the resin and the pigment, and leading to sedimentation. It's a delicate eco-system that needs careful management. Fifth, we must remember that aluminum is a reactive metal. In a water-based system, an unprotected aluminum flake can react, causing gas bubbles, oxidation like we see here, and overall instability. This is why surface protection is paramount. A good water-based aluminum pigment will have a protective coating to prevent these reactions. And finally, reason number 6, using the wrong pigment. Not all aluminum pastes are the same. What works in a solvent-based paint can be a disaster in water-based e-coating. You need a pigment specifically designed for this environment, one that is water compatible, stable, and unreactive. Choosing the right pigment is the single most important decision you can make. So as we've seen, sedimentation is rarely caused by just one thing. It's a complex interplay of physics, process chemistry, environment, and material science. The key takeaway here is to stop thinking of it as a pigment problem and start seeing it as a system problem. So how do we fix it? The answer isn't just adding more chemicals. It requires a holistic approach. First and foremost, select the right pigment. Then, optimize your dispersion process. Next, control your system parameters like pH and conductivity. And finally, test your formula under real-world conditions, not just in the lab. Let's summarize the key points. Sedimentation is a systems problem, not just a pigment problem. Starting with the right pigment is the foundation of any solution. Always focus on compatibility between the pigment and your system. And remember, stability in your pigment leads directly to stability in your entire process, improving quality and efficiency.